Hello, my name is Introduce Myself at the beginning of every episode for some reason, Bug. And this is Dark Souls Third Strike, episode 14.
Then touch take nourish.
And I just thought we'd check up a little bit on Ashy Larry's current progress, since we haven't in quite a while. As you can see, he is still living the dexterity life. Thought about upping strength again, but honestly at this point, we're dex all the way. And in addition, one thing I have not mentioned that happened relatively recently is that the Keistis has been updated to its +10 variant, which is the maximum a weapon can go to. It has not been upgraded with any sort of special property besides sharp. I've considered upgrading it to bleed, but we're a little late in the game at this point. I don't think it'll even matter. We're also changing up the costume because we haven't done that in a while. We're going to be cosplaying as a Black Hand member. Or mostly Black Hand. Don't have quite enough stats to keep me from fat rolling if I put on the whole Black Hand armor set. But now that we're prepared, let's head back to Lothric Castle, because there's still some stuff we haven't done there. So I've talked about branching paths several times. I said that there were 2 or 3, if you want to be very technical about it. This would be the third branching path. And it's not a necessary one, unlike the other 2. This path is purely optional and will take you to purely optional areas. But they are good and cool areas, and you should go there. So Ashy Larry is going to juke this guy real quick, who usually falls to his death when you run past him, but this time, for some reason, he didn't. And now we are back in a swamp. As I said before, Dark Souls 3 is the premier game for swamps. If you like swamps, Dark Souls 3 is your game. Technically, Bloodborne probably has a better swamp, or at least a better designed swamp, but Dark Souls 3 beats it out in just pure quantity. Real good stuff. There's also a bunch of tough-looking knights down here that we will avoid completely. The Consumed King's Garden is, as a whole, pretty dangerous with the whole toxic and pus of man dudes running around. But it's also, thankfully, very short, and we're just about at the end. And you know what that means.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you? Of the power of my beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up. For he is all that I have.
Alright, this is round 14, Ashy Larry versus the Consumed King. It looks like Larry is just going straight in, no holds barred, just going strong. He smells blood in the water and he is going for it. Now, here's the thing about the Consumed King. He is well known in the community for 2 things. First, crippling tuberculosis. That's where he gets his name. And second, his absolute inability to deal with rushdown game. Now, he only has 2 real options when Ashy Larry gets close. He can jump, which Ashy Larry easily avoids, or he can spray mist, which is also very easy for Ashy Larry to just roll out of the way. See, the problem for Consume King is that his melee attacks hit so far ahead of him that as long as Ashy Larry is standing directly in front of him or right between his legs, there is no way Ashy Larry can get hit. Now, moving into round 2 of the match, Consume King is going to try to play a lot more aggressive, but he just does not have the tool set to deal with what Ashy Larry is bringing to him. All those forward attacking moves, those dashes, big jumps, Ashy Larry can easily dodge them by rolling, and most of the time doesn't even have to roll, just needs to stand in place to win. Consume King, mashing at the wall, put himself in the corner, just looking so free right now as Ashy Larry goes to town. It's all just about over, folks. Ashy Larry gets hit, he's in the corner, but takes him out. And that's the end of the match. Ashy Larry easily conquering Consume King and moving up in the bracket. Gotta say, for a top 8 match, that was unusually disappointing. But hopefully our next match will provide a bit more sport for our spectators. We've got someone from the losers bracket who we didn't think we'd see again coming back to the stage. It's gonna be great. And we'll see you then, next time.